powerful ally for you.
Hello, welcome back to The Descent. I am standing in for Todd. I know, a little more hair, a little less cute, but here I am. And joining me is Amy. Amy, it's so lovely to meet you. Tell me,
It's lovely to be here. And I would not say that you are less cute than Todd Kenrick.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He might be a better warlock than you because
That's
he's
valid.
the best one. But no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. I'm not quite the
same
Furiosa he
same
is,
charisma score.
but excellent. Eldritch Blast. Amy, tell me a little bit about yourself and
Yeah.
what you're doing here at The Descent.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm having an awesome time. I am a streamer, kind of gamer, like personality. I hate
That's
that
a
word,
career in
personality,
2019.
but like person. I'll say I am a human person who plays a lot of D&D and has played for a long time. I guess since 5 years ago when we started streaming actual games. And I was here last year for the stream of Many Eyes, and to be back again is just incredible. Like the things that they're able to do with this space is really cool to be so immersed in this world, and then you just know what to bring to the game. You're because you've seen it. You're like, oh, I could describe it because I've literally seen a human-sized version of that like battle wagon.
I feel like after like 2 days, I know as much about Avernus as I do about Waterdeep.
Yes, exactly.
is
Yeah, it's
amazing
actually,
things.
I will say, Avernus is a friendly place.
Surprisingly so.
These demons, they may want your soul, but they'll become your real friend to get it.
Yeah, it's transactional,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
sincere.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Hollywood. Like, yeah, I'll be your fake friend as long as you can get me something.
Sure, retweet me though.
Yeah, but I've been playing D&D for a long time, so it's like really, really cool to be just in some small way, some version of part of this community, because it is just so full of passion and everything. You can tell with the art, and even every shop owner has like their own design and how they fit into Avernus, and there are little games that you play to get the soul coin, which I was able to get.
I don't have any soul coins, and I don't know what you're talking about, Amy.
Oh, it's not in that
Definitely
bag?
not in that
Yeah,
bag.
because I was
No.
going to guess not in that bag.
That's good guess. Good guess.
Yeah.
Well, Amy, as someone who went to The Descent last year,
yeah.
you're back this year.
Back this year.
You came back. First of all,
I sure did.
it was that magnetic.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like, how do you stay away from someone telling you, do you like D&D? Do you, like, finally want to be able to LARP in a, like, bona fide stamped D&D event that is real and happening, and will provide literally all of the immersion, all of the decoration and the set building, and you're like, nah.
Yeah. I'm like, show me the person who goes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like immersion. I don't want to be there.
Exactly, and like everyone's so committed, like the cosplayers and yeah, like I said, even the shop owners, and I don't know, you've seen some of the big D&D names. They're all dressing up and like becoming these characters that they love so much too. And yeah, we even saw some return characters. Chris, Anatrix is back as his character, and they. Also going on is the Epic, the game
Yes.
playing, the Adventure League.
Oh my goodness.
Epic, where anyone can jump into a game and play, and throughout the gameplay, they have NPCs, like live action NPCs, come in and stop the gameplay in a good way, where they're like, hey, this is happening, and now in your game, this is what's true, and it kind of shifts the gameplay.
Did you get a chance to play? It's
I
there's
haven't
very
been able to
few
play.
seats.
There are very
It's
few
so
seats.
hard to get
I
into.
say anybody can play, but that's not true.
Anybody who pre-registered
Yes.
and was prepared can play.
Exactly. But I stopped in there for a moment to like watch some of the scenes play out, and it is it's just it's so funny to me how we D&D folk can make demons so jovial and fun loving.
What does that say about us?
We're twisted, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, part of that is on the demons, okay? Because I went over to the Epic. I'm like creaking open the door to hell,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hi, welcome, come on in." And
Yeah,
I'm like, "This is not-"
there's a little red imp running around, and all he does is apologize, and he's just like, sorry, and it's
Somebody
so,
date him.
it's
That
so
sounds great.
yeah, it's so subservient, and he's just this imp, and you're like, this is a game. He's like there's some version of like, if you say, don't don't be sorry he like gets something from like I know that there's something else going on there, but for now I'm just happy to watch him joyfully frolic around the set.
We have been watching a lot of joyful frolicking. We have these big windows here, and I gotta say,
I
don't know if you've seen the battle scars. We had an Aarakocra here. This is from the beak.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this is a demon handprint.
See,
It looks perfectly clean. I should have just kept lying to you guys at home.
the lawful good part of me was very much like, oh, I shouldn't interrupt. Like, oh, I see people I know. I want to say hi. Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, I definitely was like, okay, they're doing something. They're in a game. We're not gonna bother them. But yeah, the evil part of me was like, nah. I want what I want, and it is for my friend to wave at my face.
That's a fair ad. We put the windows for a reason. Now, have you had an opportunity to play any of the games here? I understand that you're a DM, so
Yeah.
have you had a chance to run anything here?
No, not here. But
Then tell me about the games that you do.
But
run.
yeah, well, first of all, about the Descent, like
Yes.
I was able to talk a little bit about the game, and what I love mostly about the Descent is a lot of the times when I'm running a game, I look at the module or the book or the storyline and I take out the stuff that I like or that inspires me. And it's really hard because it's hard to get players to do like a storyline that is
like a
without derailing everything and bringing it back. And I in the most recent modules, what's fun is they provide what's going on in the background. So even if the players go off, it's like, fine, you can go off and do that thing, but this weird thing is still progressing. And I think that this does a really good job of that as well. And even if your players do go completely, they're like, no, I'm not going to go to hell. That only happens in the 4th act of 5. So you still have some incredibly cool demon, imp, fiendish negotiating and weird stuff in the first 3 acts. And then you can always kit bash your module. So if you love these like war battle wagons, you can have that in your campaign. They've got cool stats, man. They've even got a table for things that can go wrong, mishaps. So if your battle wagon takes too much damage, it just might, short circuit and turn on you, basically.
You upset the car. Don't upset the car.
Don't upset the car because that it is a massive beast.
Well, you mentioned kit bashing, and actually,
Yes.
I was talking to you about this a little bit before. Can you deep dive in on that for me?
So it's mainly a term used for miniatures. So
Yeah.
when you have a miniature and you want to, but I don't want him to hold a hammer. I want him to hold a bow. You chunk him off
bash
and
him apart.
you bash him apart and put him back together. But yeah, I do that for modules and games, really just because it's like I have my characters are on their path, so I can't I would rather have them go for this villain that they've been going for forever, as opposed to introduce this new thing. So sometimes it'll be like, oh well, but the battle wagons inspire me, so maybe on their way to the villain that we've already established, this becomes an option. Or now I know. It's so fun because in this module they introduce contracts with demons, which isn't a new thing, but it solidifies what that actually means. And you can now there's so many possibilities that open up. It inspires me so much of when they're in trouble, why wouldn't there just be a demon that comes in and is like, oh yeah, you don't want to die? Easy. You just have to XYZ, sign here, shake on it, and now you're cursed. Or now we know that an entire city can go down to the first level of hell. Oh, me, Matt Lillard. I'm super famous. Playing in 20 minutes. Roll her.
Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, that's I wouldn't recommend. Oh, he's licking it.
Oh no, he's gonna be sick. He's gonna be sick
A
tomorrow.
lot of hands touch that glass.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, yeah, usually we make people type hashtag ad for that sort of thing, but no, go for it, Matt.
We all know what Matt Lillard's tongue looks like and tastes like.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an opportunity there for you folks here at The Descent. And Amy, you know so many of these players. You've been playing for a couple of years, a veteran of D&D.
Yes.
So tell me, what is your dream table of players?
Oh no! Oh
and
my
your
gosh!
dream features of all the additions that you've had a chance to experience.
Yeah,
Do you need a crayon and a paper?
I know. We've got to some red string to attach and So I started playing back in college, so it's been over 15 years, and I still love high fantasy. So as much as I love this Mad Maxi and Call of Cthulhu type storyline, I'm always going to go for, like, please let there be a dragon. Please let us either try to negotiate with it or kill it. And then as far as players, gosh, I had this past year, I got to play at a table where Chris Perkins DM'd, Matt Mercer was there, Patrick V. Brett, Patrick Rothfuss, Alyssa Teague, like just these like big ass players, and I'm like, huh? What the hell? Like, where am I? And it was just this like super fun extra life thing. So it was as silly as you could possibly imagine because donations were flying in and the audience themselves were contributing to the craziness of the show. I think D&D Beyond has it on their YouTube if you want to check it out. But I don't know if I could beat that. I think
That's
I
a top
peaked.
tier table.
I think I peaked there. The only other person that I was missing, I went to college with him, Travis McElroy, and so I would love to.
They were here on this very table.
They were. He was the one that I was like, no, I'm gonna bang on the window and say hi to him, because I have an excuse that I went to college with him. Why does that give me the excuse? It doesn't.
does.
Oh,
Valid.
thank you.
It's
Oh, and
absolutely
Rachel gives me the excuse too.
I'll sign that paper, no problem.
Thank you. But yeah, I guess in a wonderful world, I'd be able to also play with Travis. Because I never played with him in college. It was one of those things where we did different things, and then now here we are in Nerdland, and we've been able to play different games on different streams and reconnect. But like an official freaking like 4-hour-long D&D game, give me Travis McElroy.
That sounds really, really fun. What has been like your most fun moment when playing D&D? And as a DM, as a player, just those brilliant moments of like you go on Reddit and you write a green text about it on 4chan and you copy paste it onto Reddit. That's how it works, right? I don't know.
Yeah. It's some version of that. I guess like one of the so a group of girls asked me. They were like, we want it to be all girls, and we want you to DM, and I was down for it. And none of them had played before, but it was this, the moment when a new player is like, oh wait, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Like that. It's barely mechanics, and the
Wait,
rest
it's
of
imaginary?
it. Yeah. But that was amazing. This year. I said it on an earlier stream, but it is magical. My dad and my mom told me that when I go home next, they'll play in a game that I run. And my dad and I have this text conversation where he goes, all right, I'll play, but I want the biggest weapon, and I want the power of invincibility. And I'm like, well, we got to discuss invincibility, but my last name is Vorpal, and it really is.
That's
which means my dad's last name is Vorpal.
This is destiny.
And so I was like, Dad, you have to understand, there is a sword. It's a Vorpal sword. Even if we play first level, Dad, you get a Vorpal sword. And he will never know what that means, like how big of a thing that is. But that's like my handle. It's like what I've leaned into, and for him to be like, is there a weapon that is the baddest weapon in the whole world? And
yes,
I'm like,
Father, me.
Yes, exactly. So that was, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but that is going to be pretty magical to like bring my parents into this world that I have like been curating for the past 15 plus years, that they've been only at a glance going, oh, that's nice, honey, like I'm glad that you're earning a living somehow, and a good hobby. Don't go too deep into it because I won't understand it, but now they will.
It's time, I
It's time.
experienced similar. I do video games.
Sure.
I got a long career.
Yes.
My parents are finally like, video games, man. Maybe it's not so bad. I'm like, you?
I know.
How do you think I pay for this house?
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. I'm very, very stoked to see what they're gonna do.
So cool. And that's the next generation. I thought it was the young. It's not. We got to get the older generation.
Yeah.
If you're at a care facility, you got players in every room.
Do you know what transcends age? Wanting to be the best.
Wanting to be invincible.
Wanting to be a hero. Wanting to be invincible. So yeah, my dad is like right on par. I don't know what kind of character he'll build, but it's always fun to see. I have a twin sister, and I asked her what she would want, and she's like a human fighter, and part of me was like, wow, like there are so many races and so many classes. And she goes, no, you don't get it. It's going to be me. Like it's got like me, the human, but buffed up and like doing stuff that I probably, like if I trained enough, I could actually do. And I'm like, I changed my mind. That's really badass.
That's pretty cool.
Because in my mind, I was like, you kind of chose the most boring, basic, choices ever. You can't, first of all, you can't even cast spells or anything like that. And she's like, no, I'm going to be imagining myself. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, I get it.
And you, as the DM, are going to be given
They're
incredible power.
Yes, I will, but we'll see. They're family, so they feel like they can. Like, no matter what they do, they know even if we screw with you, you're still going to love us, as opposed to, like, new groups of friends or whatever. Everyone's kind of a little bit polite. No. My family's going to go in and be like, oh, no, this is how it's going to go. And I'll be like, oh, my gosh, guys, no, the monster's over here. Why are we, like, opening up a taco shop?
Yeah, why are we fighting about Christmas in 1997? we are in a furnace.
Exactly. Wait, what's your favorite race?
My favorite race?
Or class, yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I always play elves. I do love elves.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But I'm playing Starfinder right now, and I'm
cool.
a Demila Shinta, and let me tell you, it is my true self. I need some of these, and I'll be me.
Perfect.
But I think Mother's Day, Father's Day, we should start rocking some mom and dad's D&D streams.
Yeah.
Would love to see that.
Yes, from your mouth to
Make it
Zariel's ear.
Well, I mean, we've covered a lot of topics here.
Yeah.
But I want to know, is there anything you want the streamers and viewers at home to be
Yeah,
aware of, to know about?
I want to plug my stuff. So I've got an album called Songs in the Key of D&D. That I wrote over the course of like a year. Just like at the gaming table, it was like, oh, every week I'm going to come with a brand new song. So it's like 40 songs, and none of them, 10 of them are on the album. So
I was like, it's a 40-song album. You're making money buying this album.
Only the good ones. Only the good ones. So it is the top one. So anyway, if you like music and you like weird inside jokes and decent music, check it out. Songs in the Key of D&D.
And where can they find that?
It's digital everywhere, and you can definitely listen to it for free on Spotify to check it out. Somebody had made a playlist of like geeky songs and artists, and she tweeted, she was like, all right, Spotify, I love you, but I have a song called I'm Coming Into My Own, and it's a play. It's like, it's just I'm coming over and over. Like I just sing I'm coming over and over. And she's like, there are more songs than I'm coming. And I'm like, Spotify doing work for me. Like she's got 300 songs on that list, and my dumb sex joke is playing for her over and over.
Spotify's like, they'll love this.
I'm like, I am sorry that you have to listen to that over and over, but thanks, Spotify.
All right. Well, now if you're enjoying I'm Coming, go check out the other 399 songs on Spotify. Songs in the Key of D&D. What an interesting. I do love that D&D brings so many people together.
Yeah.
Who then bring all their wonderful talents into the space.
Well, because it's a game born of creativity. Like, it is storytelling, and you can tell stories using any medium you want with your miniatures on the board, inside your mind, writing it down, songs, or diary writing. Like, you can film stuff, like dressing up is even like this live action. And so everyone wants a little escape, and that's what I think it brings. So while you're escaping, it's such a safe space too to fail.
It is. I fail all the time. You guys are fun.
Yeah, I failed 30 songs. 30 songs suck, so that's why they're not on the album. So
only 30.
But like, if I didn't write those 30, I probably wouldn't have written the 10 that made it. So yeah, nobody's here to judge, and if you want to be a demon who has shifted and is like a kind of a nice guy, you can play it.
There's space for that
There's
in D&D. There's space for everybody here. So please come and join us. And if you want to keep up with Amy, where can they follow you?
At Vorpal Sword, believe it or not, on Twitter and Instagram.
Born with the branding, folks. Thank you so much for joining us, Amy.
Yes.
We will be right back after a very quick break. Stay tuned.
So with Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, why did you choose Zariel?
Zariel fits